Hello my magical light beings and welcome out to this video. My name is Shalita. Welcome to this channel, and in today's video I am in the forest. I'm going to do a walk, talk, vlog, what I've not done in a very long time, and that's what the message of today is going to be about. I hope you're all doing well. If you're watching right now, I will be showing some nature sights and we'll bring you all along. It's a little bit windy, so let's hope you guys can hear me today. It is still so green out. It's so beautiful. I will show you guys. So pretty. Wow. And the sun is shining today, so we got lucky. You can maybe hear my water bottle throughout the video in my backpack. We experienced some rain for the last few days, some clouds, but right now I actually don't know when the last time was when I did one of these walk videos, because that is the message for today. As this morning I wrote down and I kind of saw something in my reality that, you know, if we choose fear, it's actually really easy. It's really easy to choose fear, but it comes with a price, and that price is what I'm going to talk about today. And that's why I'm here right now, because I decided upon love, as it is getting dark in here. We're in the shadow place. Look at this. Avoiding fears is easy, but it comes with the price of that we choose to live a limited life, a limited experience. So for example, I've had this in the past few weeks actually, that I decided upon fear, and it was very easy to avoid these fears. But with that, I created limitations in my reality. And with that, you will slowly but surely feel like you are stuck, but you are never stuck. It's just an illusion that you created for yourself, that, you know, you have limitations in your reality, but those limitations probably stem from the fears that you are avoiding. So for example, I had some fears, very just random fears that we can all have because of how we, you know, have been raised, grow up, all of that, what we learn in school, you know how it goes. And then, you know, most of the time a lot of people, what they will do is they have a fear and they will avoid it instead of face it, as love will always face the fear because it knows it's an illusion. But if we have this fear and we really believe it's actually true and it's actually very valid, and maybe it is, you know, some fears that we have are actually actual things that can happen, have happened, maybe to you or other people. So it makes sense that we, you know, believe that they are true. But fear is based off what happened before and what we know already. But what we don't know is what is next, and we can use our fears to predict what is next, but then we will decide upon a limited experience. So as my story I was sharing, for example, I had a fear in regards to going to the forest. What did I do? I avoided going to the forest, and with that, at some point I was feeling so like I couldn't go nowhere anymore, because the forest is actually a place I really love to go. It grounds me, it's peaceful, but there were these fears that were bringing me worry. And then I was like, I would just not go to the forest. I don't know really why I'm not going to the forest, but something feels off. But I saw today that were the fears, and sometimes it's not the most I'm out of breath the most easy thing to see, you know, that we are actually deciding upon fear because they seem so real. That's the point of it. And so I was feeling a little bit stuck. I was in my room and I was like, I feel like I'm trapped here. True, I created the trap in my mind. So, you know, we will experience what we create in our mind. We will feel that in our system. And I was feeling so stuck and like I could go nowhere. But was I allowing myself to go anywhere? That was what I was seeing for myself, and that's something I wanted to share today, that if you feel stuck, if you feel like you're like stuck where you are or like trapped, first of all, take a look at what you actually are thinking about going beyond where you are. So what I did was I thought about, why am I actually not going to the forest? And then I was seeing the list. Can even write this down. If you journal about it, it's even easier, but I could already see it with just thinking about it. I was like, oh, these reasons that I have to not go are not the most nice, are not really beneficial, or actually making me feel sad or not that good, you know. And then I realized, I was like, but I can decide. I can think something positive instead of negative about the forest. What would be something that's positive? And as well to think of that this is something I personally, this is a personal belief of mine, that whatever I will experience was something I had to experience, was meant for me, was with a reason. So, you know, all these fears that I'm having, if I would experience one of these fears, it was something that I had to experience apparently. But those fears are not the nicest, so to think about that is, you know, not the most fun. But so what did I do? I sat in my room. I was like, I'm limiting my reality. That's what I'm feeling. I'm not stuck. I am limiting my reality right now. And I'm not actually choosing love, as love is the unknown. It does not know what's next. But love is here right now, so it's present. It is in the present moment. It's not out there or back there. It's right here, and it's trust, it's freedom. And if you choose upon that, you're not limiting your experience, because to limit your experience would be to use back there or there, you know, the past and the future. A lot of us that are deciding upon fear are like, but how do I get out of here? That is where it lays in here. It's right here. So you gotta come back to the present moment to evaluate why you're not deciding upon something, if it's from love or fear, because you can have discernment. You know, love can say no too. Not only fear will say no to you, fear can say yes to you too. But to get out of that mind state, that mindset, is to be here in the present moment as well. That it takes courage to choose love. So to go from a frequency of fear into love is not like one immediate step you take. It's these little steps you take on the frequency scale to rise up, and then to choose love. If you are in a state of fear, it takes courage. So you will probably feel a little bit of a resistance in a moment. You know, you will feel this pull of like, oh, it kind of takes a little bit of effort. And that little effort right there is that limitation that you're stepping over. That's that resistance moment that a lot of people will not decide upon, and then they stop. They feel the resistance, they're like, I feel a sense of resistance, this feels uncomfortable, I will not go any further, and then they choose fear again. But if you choose this resistance a little bit, you know, it's not the most forcing, you're not trying too much, it's you just noticing that you actually limited yourself, and then to step over it, that's courage. It takes courage and strength, and then you are back to love. And whoa, I am seeing the most beautiful view. I will show you guys. First of all, when I wanted to flip my camera, I saw this beautiful view. No matter where you are, you can always decide to choose differently. And then of course to be compassionate with the fact that you chose something different in the first place, and that's not bad nor good. It just is what it is, and you can decide right now something different. Look. Beautiful. And you know, I did not even realize that I was choosing fear because it was so easy to avoid, but it came to the point where I felt stuck, limited, that I knew that something was not right here. There was something off, and it was off up in here. I was thinking not such beneficial things for my reality, and that were creating this illusion of that I was stuck, for example, in my room. We are currently in my favorite part of the forest, fairyland. You saw a lot of mushrooms. That's a sign that the fairies are around. Always, of course, but I know they are here in this place, as I love to just sit here, and it feels so amazing to just be in this place right here. I cannot believe it. My favorite tree place to sit on has received so much abundance. Look at that. Mushrooms for me are a sign of abundance. Wow. That's very cool. As that was the message that I wanted to share today, a little reminder that if you feel within yourself this stuckness or limited energy, take a look at what places or people or whatever you are avoiding, because maybe that is where the answer is. You know, that's always what they say. Whatever you are avoiding, there's probably a hint in this thing that you are avoiding, and maybe not even aware. Like, I was not even really aware that I was avoiding, for example, the forest, and then I was like, why am I actually not going to it? I see this dragonfly, that's so cool. I was like, why am I avoiding this place? Actually, when I started to ask myself that question, I noticed. So, you know, it's really about, it's actually that simple, that you ask yourself the question why, and then to really maybe out loud or write it down to see why, and then to observe that and be like, is that actually is that actually valid? Is that something I should be deciding upon right now or not? And you know, I am so grateful that I chose to go, because it is such a beautiful day today. It's so peaceful. I'm very, very, very appreciative and grateful, and thank you all so much for coming along on the walk today. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to like, subscribe, if you want to like and subscribe, I almost made it one word, to the channel, that would be so amazing. That will really help me out, and I wish you all such a beautiful day today. Bye. Am I focused? No. Bye.